Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Olweli Ejirika, and if you've not subscribed, do well to subscribe to this channel. In this channel, I bring you valuable contents. I mostly do finance topics. I also do career topics, I also do personal development topics. Now, a little bit about me. I am a transaction advisory person in finance. However, I have some marketing experience when I worked in commercial banking for 2 years. I worked in institutional banking and then I worked in SME banking. I have also worked as a growth manager of a company where I grew the company's revenue by over 400% in 1 year. And I believe with this, you would want to listen to me regarding what I have to say. So today we're going to be talking about personal finance, and I have written some things there here for you that I believe is going to be wonderful to you. So these are some questions that I have gotten over time, and I want to answer them here, and I believe that it will be very useful to you. Now, question number one is, how much should I save from my income each month? Now, most people would recommend you to save 20%. However, in my own opinion, I believe that you should save based on how your life is. Let me explain. Save for a purpose because it gives you, when you have a purpose for doing something, you tend to probably do it better. For instance, you want to invest in the stock market and you want to invest up to, let's say, 10 million naira. You know, you're saving up to 10 million naira, for instance, right? And let's say you want to buy a new house. So you know you're saving to buy a new house. However, there are some savings I believe you should have, like emergency savings, um, possible retirement savings, etc. So I usually prefer, or in my opinion, for people to save for a reason. So you should have a purpose for saving. However, some people will say save 20% of your monthly income. And remember, if your monthly income increases, it's also my opinion to increase your savings as well. Another question is, how can I create a budget that works for me? Now, you should start by tracking your expenses for a month to understand where your money goes. Then categorize these expenses. The reason why people have a lot of leak pockets is because they do not know where their money goes. So what you should do is download your bank statement, right? Look through it maybe like for a month to see where your money goes. You see that there's a lot of loopholes. Now strategize to cover those loopholes, right? And then also categorize your expenses so that you will know which one is more important, which one is variable, and you should most likely have a better financial life from there. So now people would say, should I pay off debt first or save first? Now, it's more of a thing of opportunity cost, in my opinion, because if your debt interest rate is lower than your savings interest rate and you've calculated and you are sure, then you should probably save more. But I don't think they are, most debts have higher interest rate than savings. So pay off your high interest debts first, and then while you pay down your lower interest debts in smaller amounts so that your interest doesn't build up over time. And then also remember to save. Another question is, how can I improve my credit score? Now, here in Nigeria, we do not necessarily have an ongoing instantaneous credit score. However, one thing I know that we have is that we have the Bureau of Credits, something. Let's say you go to the bank to borrow money from the bank, right? The bank would check your name. They will scan your name through the credit record, the federal credit record, to see if you are borrowing money, to see if you are in the blacklist or something like that. Because if you borrow money from the bank or any financial institution and you do not pay back, your name will most likely be there. So you just have to go pay back for you to qualify for another type of loan or another type of facility, and also raise a red flag. So when you borrow, please pay back, have integrity. Another question is, what should I consider when investing for retirement? Start early. If you want to invest, start early. If you want to start a business, start early. The best time to plant a tree is 5 years ago. The second best time is now. Not today, now. Not in the evening, now. Not in the afternoon, now. Now, now, now. So if you want to start saving early. If you want to start diversifying your investments, start diversifying your investment early. And I hope you have a good retirement from there. Another question is, how much should I have in my emergency funds? Now, so many people would say 3 to 6 months worth of funds. However, I usually have an opinion of 12 months minimum worth of funds, and always put money back in there to counter the effect of inflation. For instance, if inflation in your country is maybe 10%, right, and you have saved money for, let's say, 6 months or 12 months, now the worth of that money last year and now is not the same thing, time value of money. So you should add 10% more. Let's say you have, let's say, a million naira, for instance, assuming a million naira, and let's say inflation was 10%. So that means for this year you should add 100,000 naira to that money, because right now that money is no longer 12 months or 6 months worth of funds. It's now less because of inflation. So you should always counter for inflation when doing emergency funds. Another question is, what are some good habits for managing personal finance? As I said earlier, track your spending and review your budget. Prioritize saving and investment for the future. Avoid unnecessary debts. Stay informed about financial topics, like subscribing to my YouTube channel and following me on social media, and seek advice from financial professionals when needed. Very, very important. Have a financial advisor as a friend, someone you can call and ask simple questions. You get. Another question I get here is, how can I protect myself from identity theft and fraud? One, as much as possible, do not use public Wi-Fi. Monitor your financial accounts regularly for unauthorized transactions. Use strong and unique password for online banking and shopping. Shred financial documents before disposing them. Don't just dispose financial documents, shred them. Anything that has your password, your fingerprints, or any of your IDs, shred them. Even user ID, shred them. And be cautious about sharing personal information online or over the phone. Now, when I mean shred them, I also mean shred them before you dispose of them, right? And that's if you want to dispose of them. How can I save money on everyday expenses? It is good you shop in cheaper places. Don't bother if anybody is going to hunt you or anything like that. As much as possible, use coupons, use cashback offers, cut back on discretionary spending so that you can have more money in the bag saved up and not spend too frivolously. And the final question I have here, 10 questions. What steps should I take to plan for major financial goals like buying a house or starting a business? First thing first, I usually tell people, define your goals. Make sure it is written down somewhere. Define your goals. If you do not define your goals, you probably do not have one. And if it is not written down, it probably doesn't exist. So define your goals, write it down. Then calculate how much you need to save or invest each month to reach your goal. Research financing options like mortgage, small business loans, even grants. And one other thing that I have learned how to do over the years is how to negotiate. You'll be surprised about the kind of deals that goes down in creating businesses that probably does not even need so much money. And these deals are multi-million, multi. I don't want to say on this channel. If you want to consult me, well, get in my DM and I'll answer some questions that you probably have. However, get to understand financial topics and get to network as much as possible so that you get to understand some of the things. Thank you very much. Now here I have answered some questions regarding personal finance and even some of them in business finance. Now please subscribe to my channel, share, like, comment. If you have any question, do well to comment and I will endeavor to respond to your questions. Thank you very much. Peace out.